reports coming in about the investigations into Jacqueline Fernandez and Sukesh Chandrashekhar in the alleged extortion case. And these are the first visuals that we've accessed about Jacqueline Fernandez in court. She was scheduled for a hearing, and she's received interim relief now from the court at the time that both the Delhi Police's Economic Offences Wing as well as the Enforcement Directorate have been investigating her into her alleged role along with Sukesh Chandrashekhar in the extortion scam. Jacqueline Fernandez has received interim relief. She's received anticipatory bail from the court. So this is, in fact, a significant development over the investigations by the agencies against her, where she's under scrutiny for not just having received alleged proceeds of crime as gifts from the alleged conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar, but also having known about his criminal antecedents and not having reported requisitely to the authorities upon that knowledge having been acquired. So those are the first visuals that we're getting of Jacqueline Fernandez in court, where she was at a hearing today over her anticipatory bail, which has now been granted to her. She can be seen surrounded by members of her legal team as well as security guards, and she's now received an anticipatory bail from the courts of law over the investigations by the ED and the EOW. Let me go across to Nilashish for more on this. Nilashish, we've accessed those visuals now of Jacqueline Fernandez having received anticipatory bail at the time that she was in court. Tell us about the grounds on which that bail has been accepted.
Well, on the 17th of August, the ED had filed a supplementary charge sheet wherein in the Sukesh Chandrashekhar related 200 crore rupee alleged extortion case, Jacqueline Fernandez for the first time was named as an accused. Thereafter, the court had summoned her after taking cognizance of that particular charge sheet, and today she moved a regular bail application with regard to that after appearing before the court. Now, she also moved a plea for interim bail, saying that while the main bail application is decided, within that time, during that pendency, she be granted interim bail. So that is something that the court has agreed to. The court has given her relief in terms of interim bail. She is out on interim bail now after submitting a bond of rupees 50,000. Now the case will go on as far as the main bail application is concerned on the next date of hearing, which is the 22nd of October. So as far as this case is concerned, yes, a great degree of relief as far as interim bail is concerned, but the main bail hearing will take place on the 22nd of October as investigation still continues. In fact, with regard to this case, let's not forget Pinky Irani, also an accused and alleged to have been the mediator between Jacqueline Fernandez and Sukesh Chandrashekhar. She was also present in court today, and she informed court that she is also out on bail as far as the High Court order is concerned. So yes, with respect to the entire investigation, the matter still continues. Jacqueline Fernandez, of course, through her lawyer, said that she has cooperated with the investigation. She has appeared before the EOW as well. So now, of course, on the 22nd of October, the court will take up this matter again, and she ideally, as per the law, should
be let me just interrupt you there, Nilashish. Stay with us because we're getting a legal perspective now from Mr. Swapnil Kothari as well, who's joining us on the phone line. Mr. Kothari, how do you read the interim bail given to Jacqueline Fernandez? Because as per the allegations of the ED, the charges against her are quite serious.
Well, I think from what I understand is from what your guest relations person told me that this is some sort of an interim bail. So is it an anticipatory bail? Because I don't believe Jacqueline was arrested at all. So the question of any bail doesn't arise. It must be an anticipatory bail.
Well, our legal correspondent Nilashish has said that she had been given anticipatory bail, and now she's moved an application for interim bail from the courts on the day of her hearing, which has now been accepted by the court.
Okay. Well, I think what she is trying to do is she knows that there is a chance of her being arrested, and custodial interrogation seems to be very much imminent in the future. So that is the reason why she's moved this application, and she has possibly got this anticipatory bail today, and will definitely work on the interim bail aspect, because she believes that at some point now what happens is that if she's been given an anticipatory bail for 50,000 rupees bond, then I don't think she will be arrested, because they will have to abide by the court's order. But then once that period expires, of the anticipatory bail up until what time? Because on the 27th or 22nd of October, I believe, if this whole application is going to be heard again. Thereafter, for the interim bail, for the proper bail application, then I think that is where the Enforcement Directorate will have to really work it hard to try to prove their case. That no, we will need her custody, etc. So the question of any bail does not arise to her. Let us at least custodially interrogate her, because her answers are not satisfactory. If that is the case that they will try to put up, and if they are okay with the fact that she remains out and she is cooperative, then it's a different issue altogether. Then the Enforcement Directorate will not push for it. So this is my legal perspective as far as from whatever you've told me. But it seems that the Enforcement Directorate will not be in some sort of a lenient mood. I don't think so, because if they really want to pursue this case to its logical conclusion, then I think they'll have to be a little bit more determined and dogged.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for that perspective there, Mr. Kothari. Let me, in fact, go back once again to Neelashish, who is bringing us all the developments about what transpired in court. Neelashish, now the next hearing is going to be held on the 22nd of October. And until then, Jacqueline Fernandez, for the time being, at least as far as the ED is concerned, has some relief. But the charges against her are quite grave, because the ED believes that she knew about Sukesh Chandrashekhar's extortion as well as criminal antecedents and did not report these developments to the requisite authorities at the time.
Well, absolutely. Charges against her are very grave, very severe as far as the ED's supplementary charge sheet is concerned. Now, she has been charged in terms of the proceeds of the crime from the alleged extortion case against Sukesh Chandrashekhar. What she has in fact stated to the adjudicating authority of the ED as well is that she in fact is not really an accused, she is not a co-conspirator, or she was not a beneficiary. Instead, she was also a victim of the extortion. Now, that is the angle that she's going to be taking, as we learned from her lawyer as well during the previous hearing. They have said that they will cooperate with the investigation, and they will claim victimhood and being a victim of the extortion cases. Now, also, as far as the bail is concerned, it is, to clarify for our viewers, it is an interim bail. The bail has been granted while her main bail application will be decided. Of course, she is not in jail, but as far as the pendency of her application is concerned, that is the time period for which bail has been granted to her on an interim basis. Also, as far as Jacqueline Fernandez is concerned, while she was coming out, of course, we tried to confront her. We tried to ask her questions with regard to the grave allegations, as you pointed out. But of course, she refused to say anything. Her lawyers have spoken to us and told us that she will claim that she is not guilty in whatever manner there is.
Just hold on. Like you clarified, it's an interim bail and not an anticipatory bail. The next hearing is on the 22nd of October. Stay with us, but let's also listen into the entire sequence at the time that Jacqueline Fernandez walked out of court after she was given relief.
Would you have anything to say? Ms. Fernandez, anything on the allegations?
जैकलीन आप इंटरम बेल मिली है, कुछ कहना है इस पे? जैकलीन कुछ कहेंगी एलिगेशंस पर, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे जैकलीन? एनी शॉर्ट कमेंट? जैकलीन आज इंटरम बेल मिली है, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे इस पे?
So coming back to you now, Neelashish, lots of questions asked of both the legal representative of Jacqueline Fernandez as well as the actor herself, but both quite tight-lipped after having secured that relief from the courts. What's going to happen from here on? Neelashish, if you can hear me.
बस स्पेस देते जाओ, या बस स्पेस देते जाओ, स्पेस देते जाओ। जैकलीन कुछ
Right, so we're listening to that entire sequence once again.
What's your response?
जैकलिन कुछ कहना चाहेंगी? Entering bail will have Shanji, would you like to say something? And how do you react to the development of entering bail?
Please, Jacqueline.
Ms. Fernandez, would you have anything to say?
ठीक है, ओके.
जैकलिन कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप?
अब रहने तो हो गया.
Ms. Fernandez, anything on the allegations?
जैकलिन कुछ कहना है कुछ भी?
जैकलिन आप इंटरम बेल मिली है, कुछ कहना है?
जैकलिन कुछ कहेंगी? एलिगेशंस पर कुछ कहना चाहेंगे जैकलिन?
Any short comment? जैकलिन आज इंटरम बेल मिली है, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
जैकलिन कुछ कहना चाहेंगी? Entering bail will have Shanji, would you like to say something? And how do you react to the development of entering bail?
Please, Jacqueline.
Ms. Fernandez, would you have anything to say?
ठीक है, ओके.
जैकलिन कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप?
अब रहने तो हो गया.
Ms. Fernandez, anything on the allegations?
जैकलिन कुछ कहना है कुछ भी?
जैकलिन आज इंटरम बेल मिली है, कुछ कहना है?
जैकलिन कुछ कहेंगी? एलिगेशंस पर कुछ कहना चाहेंगे जैकलिन?
Any short comment? जैकलिन आज इंटरम बेल मिली है, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
So that was Jacqueline Fernandez walking out of court after having secured interim bail in the ED case against her. We'll slip